How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. So we're doing this. We are doing this today. So I got this song playing, so if you hear me jamming out right now, or see me jamming out rather, I figured I would listen to my song that I like right now while I'm waiting for everybody to show up. I really wish they had it on Spotify, because if they had it on Spotify, I would absolutely take the copyright hit and
Triss
play
could
it.
not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
I guess I should probably kill that real quick. Why is that sound so freaking off? It shouldn't be. Hey, Lead Devil, welcome in. I'm just trying to adjust some sounds here. Give me a moment. How are you doing today? Anything new or exciting in your part of the world? I had to switch headphones, so my grandchildren, because we had that Arctic cold front come in, they all got sick. You know, standard colds. Nothing extreme or crazy, right? Just normal colds the kids get whenever they're... There we go, there's my sound. Holy crap, man. There we go. Okay. So anyways, they got their standard colds, right? Little kids, cold front, happens. And the grandkids have this fun habit of they can't go to sleep unless they are cuddling with Papa, especially my grandson. My grandson in specific is that way. My granddaughter has her moments. But either way, so I got a little cold. So I'm still on the tail end of it right now. That's why I didn't broadcast the last 2 days. But one of those days, my grandson got up and he managed to get out of bed. I was really impressed. I was very frustrated, but I was also very impressed. He got out of bed without me noticing that he had gotten out of bed. And he took my new headset that I had been streaming with and put it in the dog's water dish. Now, I've already had issues with this headset because of them falsely advertising it. You know, they say things like, oh, it's noise canceling. The hell it is. And then they were like, what was the other thing? It has like 6 to 7 a charge life. Also, the hell it does. It had like 2, maybe 2.5 if I was lucky. And then the other thing it said was it was waterproof. It's not waterproof. My grandson put it in the dog's water dish. I dried it out, and it doesn't work. So, I'm back to using my older headset, but the issue with the older headset was I didn't optimize it to the computer yet. So, that's what I was doing there. Hope all of you start feeling... Oh, yeah, no, the grandkids are already over it. And like I said, I'm on the tail end of it, so I wanted to come back in and see how long I could get through a broadcast before I had to take a break here. It's been 2 days, and that's not fair to you guys to deprive you of such a... okay, I can't say that with a straight face. Anyways. Oh, man. Okay. So where we left off, we were trying to find the Doppler known as Doo-Doo, the one that had the scar on his eye. And we were setting up the play, and we had just helped the Puffins to go and market this play that we're doing, and we had gotten the bodyguards. So now we're gonna go do the play. So that's what we are on our way to do. Which, by the way, I'm gonna put a link here for everybody.
Take a gander over here.
Okay, maybe I gotta get creative on how I put the link here.
No bread, no coin, poor as shite.
Here we go. Copy. I'm gonna post a link in 2 different places. Okay.
A discount. Would you give me one?
First one is here for those interested. And the second one I'm gonna put in
No bread, no coin, poor as shite.
the Legion broadcast section of Discord.
I'd have sailed back to Point Vanus long ago
So,
if it wasn't for those Skellige pirates.
That Almost Evil 333, that's actually my son's YouTube. And something he's been doing a lot lately, because I know that the community's been asking, you know, when the grandkids are going to make their appearance. Well, Nana, my wife, you know, the kid's Nana, she said that I can't do that. I'm not allowed. So, what my son's been doing is he's been making YouTube shorts of the grandkids. He's been posting them on his YouTube channel, because he's the dad, so he can do stuff like that. So, if you guys are interested in seeing my grandkids and some of the antics they get into, my son has posted some YouTube shorts on there of them. My grandson is 2. My granddaughter is 1 currently. That's about where you're at with your playthrough. Oh, Lead Devil. You know what? I'm gonna show you something. Okay. I went through on a new Game Plus profile that I had saved, and I got the new Netflix-inspired armor. And this character's a level 100. So max level, because you stop gaining experience when you hit 100. And I spent something like 50,000 freaking crowns to make the Grandmaster crafted legendary Lost Wolven armor set. Okay? And I wanted to show you not to do it. It is a waste of freaking money and resources. It is trash. Okay? Make it if you want to put it on display in your house, like I got the armors here. Okay? But outside of that, the armor itself is trash. Do not waste your resources and coin. Let's compare. Me personally, hands down, my favorite is the feline armor. School of the Cat armor. Okay? So let's just compare the chest pieces for a moment. Save you guys resources, save you guys coin. So as we can see, the Grandmaster legendary Forgotten Wolven armor. You know, 20% attack power, that's pretty solid. Adrenaline point gain, resistance to piercing, slashing, damage from monster, elemental damage. Okay, that's kind of standard with all Witcher armor. Let's look at the Witcher gear set. Increase the duration of the potions. The bonus increases by 7% for each of the set. So 7 times 6, that's 42% if you're wearing all armor pieces and carrying the swords, which carrying Witcher swords at this point is stupid. Don't carry Witcher swords, period. Unless you are trying to activate the 6 bonus, and even then, you are hurting yourself. Don't do it. So you want to go for the 3 bonuses. Now, that being said, this is a max level Grandmaster, and you have to be a level 93 to wear the Grandmaster on the New Game Plus, because that's where all Grandmaster stuff maxes out at. And we can see it does 505 damage. Now, I'm going to compare it to the feline armor, which is my personal preference. And my wife's, actually. Alright, so let's take a look. Side-by-side comparisons, right? So we can see that they're both 505 armor. Okay, attack power. Well, the feline's giving me 34 versus the 20 that the legendary. So I'm already getting 14% more. My resistances, I'm getting increased elemental, piercing, and slashing from the feline armor, but I'm losing only 8%. But I gain 13% total of the other resistances. Ignore the yellow retribution part, because that can be added to any armor. Okay? Because that is the runesmith. Okay? So ignore the yellow description on the feline armor. So, now let's look at the actual stats of what the gear does. 3s. For the feline, strong attacks increase fast attack damage for 5 seconds by 10% for each piece of set. A current bonus is 40%. So, on top of the 34% attack power buff that I'm getting, I also am getting 40% just by wearing the armor. So that we're looking at 74% damage increase with my weapons. That's a major buff. You know, that doesn't include if I put runes or anything, and that doesn't include what my weapons do. That's just the armor. And that's just from the chest piece. That doesn't include what the other 3 pieces do. And then if you were to do the foolish thing, of my opinion, of doing the 6 pieces by using the swords, the rear attacks deal 50% more damage and also stun opponents at the cost of 1 adrenaline point. So, yes, we have lost the adrenaline point gain, but if you have your character built correctly, you have a natural adrenaline point gain, and very few people actually use their adrenaline points on a regular basis or a constant basis. And the game accounts for that with a couple of the other perks. So this right here, if you ran the solid feline armor set, it would automatically start stunning people on top of that. I mean, like, so you can see, like, the feline armor, which is still a level 93 requirement, stat-wise is the superior armor. You know, so let's take a look at the boots. Yurden sign is what the Forgotten Wolven boots do. And then we got your standard resistances. Look at the feline boots. Literally everything is better. Yes, we lose 4% on bludgeoning, and the Yurden sign is replaced by attack power. So we were at, what was it? Let's see here. What were we at? We were at 34 plus 40, so 74%. Plus 17. So 91% just between the boots and the chest piece for the feline armor set. Look, another 17 there, another 17. So, like, you can see this armor is trash. The other thing with this armor, like, look at it. So it changed the medallion to match the armor, the medallion from the show, right? It looks cool to a degree. I will give it that. But check this out. If I go to dye it, you know what? Let's make some purple dye while I'm thinking on it. Alright, so if I take this purple dye, see, right there in the bottom corner, it says cannot apply dye to this gear. So you can't customize the new Netflix gear either. So don't do it. It's a trash armor set. It looks cool, it's cool for collecting, it's cool to be like, oh yeah, I got that armor from the show. But it is a garbage armor set that cost a stupid amount to make. Like I said, I spent a little over 50,000 crowns to make the Grandmaster version of their armor. And you can't customize it. It doesn't provide useful stats. It really is a garbage armor set. It's cool for collectible, but that's it. So I wanted to point that out for everybody. Save your resources. If you want to make it to put it on display, go for it, but understand you can't customize it, and it's not useful to anybody's playstyle. Because potions are cool, but potions are not so freaking good that you would give up that much attack power, you know? Another thing, I don't know if you guys noticed. Let's check it out. So I'm wearing the Grandmaster Feline armor. That's the Manticore armor there. And I dyed it all purple. Legion colors, man. Gotta show Legion support. And then we got the Grandmaster Griffin armor there. And I dyed it all purple. And then we've got, this is the Grandmaster Wolf School armor right there. And I dyed it purple. Again, I dyed them all purple, but that's the Grandmaster Wolf armor. We're going to skip the one in the middle for a second. And that's the Grandmaster Ursine armor. So the bear armor, that's the Grandmaster version right there. And then I'm wearing the cat armor. Now the hood's not up because I'm wearing the glasses. I'm a huge fan of the glasses. I will always rock the glasses. Now this middle set, we're going to talk about this for a second here. There we go. Legendary Viper, right? And people are like, because I had to look this up. I was like, wait a second. You're telling me. Because I was excited. Because, you know, I took the test and I was like, wait, hold on. Let's back up. Let me catch up. Thank you, Mom, for the lurk. Thank you, Mom. For those who don't know, Mother of Legend is actually my real life mom. So, thank you. Lead Devil, that's crazy. You would think they would have made it better than that. You would think, but no. It's literally trash. Literally trash. The other armors that are pre-established in the game far outperform the new armor, with the exception of the Viper armor. And we're going to discuss that right now. Think I want to get the Wolf School armor this time. I'll pull up the Wolf School armor too. Anyways, real quick, let's discuss this. Let's go put that trash armor in my stash box. Oh, by the way, here's a question. Lead Devil, when you play, have you ever gotten the Blood and Wine expansion and gotten this poster? It's known as a prison poster. Have you ever gotten that? It took me a minute to realize that it was in the game, but once I figured out it was in the game, I was like, no, I am absolutely gonna go get this. It's one of my favorite little armor pieces. Sorry, not armor pieces, display pieces. Because it's so unique on how you have to get it. Okay, so you have to get a not so nice ending for the Blood and Wine DLC, and you end up going to prison as the ending. And then you have a Shawshank Redemption moment where Shawshank Redemption, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I swear I can speak. You know where they had the poster and then they would tunnel out behind the wall, behind the poster, and the poster would cover the hole? That's what this poster was. It was when Geralt's in prison at the end of Blood and Wine, he's tunneling out and you use the poster to cover the hole. It's pretty cool. So, but that's the only way to get it, is you have to screw up the ending. Do a very specific screwed up ending for Blood and Wine, and then you go to prison, and then you end up getting this poster. But that's where that's from. So, that's a unique piece not a lot of people that I've encountered know about. And I personally didn't know about it for my first few playthroughs. So, I wanted to point it out while I had it out on display. Alright, so let's talk about this armor here. Remember I said I really wish they put the Viper armor in? Because I scored Viper School. Look at this. This is the Viper armor. Legendary Viper armor. Let's put this bad boy on. So it kind of looks similar to the armor you begin with. But if we go outside, we're going to go outside where we can see the proper lighting. Look at the chest piece. Not the chainmail on the shoulders, but the actual chest portion. It's scales, like snake scales. You see that? In between the chainmail, just like on the chest. It's actual like snake scales. So this is the Viper School armor. And it's a full set. And it looks really, really cool. Looks good, in my opinion. It looks practical. It looks flexible. It looks like it solidly protects you. Right? 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 It's nice looking armor. And again, purple, because, you know, the whole Legion colors. But here's my pet peeve with it. What do you notice? There is absolutely zero Witcher School gear bonus. None. None for wearing any of it. So, I was like, what the hell? Because it's cool looking armor. It's a school set armor. So why is there no bonus? So I looked it up. And I went to CD Projekt Red's forums, their actual official forums on their website and everything, and I was digging through them and seeing several different posts from several different years where people had brought that up. And I was like, okay, so, and everyone consistently said the same thing. Everyone consistently got the same answer. Look at the name. It says Legendary Viper Armor, because it's a new game plus, so everything's legendary. So it's Viper Armor. And they said it's because there's not a Grandmaster version. And I said, oh, okay. But then it occurred to me that there's another set of armor in this game that is a Witcher School set armor that doesn't have a Grandmaster set, but it has a school bonus. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. The Manticore armor. Now notice this says just Legendary Manticore armor. Doesn't say Grandmaster crafted, doesn't say Master crafted, Enhanced, Superior, none of that crap, right? Standard Legendary Manticore armor, which is all there is. There's Manticore armor and there's Legendary Manticore armor when you do your New Game Plus. Because everything has a Legendary variation for New Game Plus. So let's pull the Manticore armor. Let's take a look. Let's put this armor on, because it actually looks cool, okay? Manticore. Let's go outside and look in the lighting where it's proper, right? So again, the purple dye. I think this armor looks cool. I like the fact that he's got the blue sleeves underneath the chainmail, right? It looks flexible. He's got his pouch. He's got his potions. He's got the knife on the side of his leg, which to me, as a person who's actually had to carry weapons for quick access in close quarters situations, having a blade on the knife totally makes sense. Totally practical. But good looking armor, in my opinion. But here's where my complaint is. It has a Witcher's Gear bonus, and it doesn't have a Grandmaster crafted version. See? Critical hit chance and critical hit damage apply to bombs, and bombs are thrown without any delay, so they'll immediately go off. And then if you wear the swords too, you'll get the maximum number of charges for each alchemy item is increased by 1. Do you see the issue? They said the Viper armor doesn't have a bonus because it's not a Grandmaster crafted. But the Manticore isn't a Grandmaster crafted either, and it's got a bonus. So my question is it actually an oversight that they just gave this half-ass excuse hoping that the players wouldn't compare the two armors? Because I'm not going to lie, as a person who actually took the Witcher tests to see what school I would be in, and getting the School of the Viper and learning what the School of the Viper stood for and what they're specialized in, I was like, oh hell yeah. The game's called Wild Hunt. Why would you not run gear from the school that is specifically designed and trained to hunt down and kill the Wild Hunt? That to me seems like a no-brainer. But I am leaning towards the fact that it was an oversight on CD Projekt Red's part, that they failed to just give the bonus to it. How do you get the Manticore armor? I haven't gotten into it before. So the Manticore armor is in the Blood and Wine DLC. So when you go to the Blood and Wine DLC, you'll get, when you're in Toussaint, you'll have quests to get the Grandmaster variations of the standard school armors. But you'll also get a quest or find items to go find the diagrams for the Manticore set. So, but it's in the Blood and Wine DLC, and it is in Toussaint. But, so that's what this thing does. So if you're a bomb and alchemy person, if you're very heavy into that playstyle, which I know my wife is, like, this armor is fun to experiment with, okay? You do have to be mindful and careful of your build when you're running the Manticore set, because it does not help any of your martial prowess, meaning your swordplay. It's not affecting it anymore. You don't get bonuses, so you're hurt. Like, let's look at this. So we're looking at 45 and 45-20, right? for these two. So if I put my feline stuff back on, look at how much my weapons damage changes. So we're at 60, 67 and 56, 46 just off the feline armor. So you can see that you have to change your tactics. You have to be mindful of what you are doing if you are going to run the Manticore set, because you are going to lose a significant amount of your combat power. Alright, so let's put the Manticore stuff back. And put my Viper stuff back. There it is. So, the Grandmaster Wolven armor. Let's take a look at that. Because... oh, boy. Go, 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 Geralt. Do, 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 do. I should probably check and see if I got any wine, too. Downstairs. Alright. So this is the purple dyed version of the Grandmaster Wolf school armor. The standard one in the game. So that's the Grandmaster variation with the purple dye. Again, I think it's a super practical armor. To a degree. Because of the way the plate is set up on the shoulders, I can see it restricting overhand movement. So as long as he's not doing a lot of overhand movement, it is a fairly practical setup. Now, let's talk stats. I don't do a lot of bombs. I just do some signs and swords. So what would the best... well, what signs do you use specifically? Let's start with that question. Alright, so our sign, the Grandmaster stuff, so it's going to apply bleeding with your swords. It increases it by 1%, the chance to apply it. So we can have it up to 6%. That's not very significant at all. That's actually super, super, super low for this game. And then each adrenaline point increase the possible number of bleeding effects that can be applied to a single enemy. Now that's unique. That's unique there. Attack power, sign intensity. Okay, so I would say wolf armor for you, or if you want to rely less on the signs, I would say Grandmaster feline armor if you want to rely more on your sword work. If you're gonna do Ard and Yrden as a combination, let's go back to that new set of armor now. As much as I want to say it's trash, if you are actually using the Yrden and... let's see, where's it at? Here it is. If you're going to use the Yrden and Ard combination, like you throw the ground trap and then you hit him with the Ard combination, if you're doing that, I hate to say this, but the new armor actually provides you a straight out bonus for that. If you're wielding the swords too. But again, if you're doing this, you are significantly hurting your combat power, because you have to use the swords as well to get the 6-piece bonus set that allows you to do additional damage to enemies affected by Yrden. Okay? So understand that. You are going to lose a significant amount of power sword-wise to get the bonus for the Yrden Ard combination. Hey Bruna, hey, welcome in. You know, the last few times I have tried to go to your channel, whenever it says you're live, and I finally get the notifications about it, and I get there, and right as I get there, because it shows you're still streaming, and then it's like, you end the broadcast right as my browser loads in. I'm like, gosh darn it. Little disappointing. I've been trying to catch more of your streams since I've found out you're streaming. So, yeah, I think Wolf School is better. Yes, if you're gonna be sign heavy, the wolf armor is not a bad choice if you're gonna be sign heavy. But if you're going to do sword heavy, then you may want to consider doing the feline armor, okay?
How might I be of service?
So long, bud.
Thanks. Gotta get...
Actually wanted the Ursine armor. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about... the wolf armor is a good second choice. I will say that. The wolf armor is probably the most balanced of the armors. It's not going to offer you a clear advantage, period. But it's going to be balanced enough where if you have the mechanics of the game down, you'll be fine. If you want a full-on... These freaking people need to stop talking to me. Don't you guys realize who I am? I'm busy. All right, let's go back to noon. There we go. All right. Let's talk about Griffin armor. Yep. So here's the purple version of the Griffin armor. Obviously, everyone who's worn Griffin armor knows the... which, by the way, I should probably take my glasses off, huh? I like glasses on Geralt. Not everybody's gonna have glasses. So there we go. This is the Griffin armor painted up blue. Obviously, oh, it's painted up purple. Obviously, Griffin armor is typically green. But this is the purple variation. Now, Griffin is what I have right now. Okay, so this is the Grandmaster variation of it. And what it does is, well, you already know. If you have it already, then you already know this set. See, the Yrden thing, that this is very heavy for Yrden and signs. Griffin is sign intense. So if you want to clear, if you're going to be sign heavy and you want a sign advantage, go Griffin. If you want a sword advantage, go feline. If you want to do one of my personal favorites, which is the, where's that? Ursine, the bear. This is the purple version of the bear. I know it's really hard to see the purple because it's only on like the bottom leather piece and his gloves. But every piece is dyed purple, I promise. The bear armor is fantastic if you want to just sit there and take the beating. This is your tank armor. This is the I am going to wade in there and you're going to beat on me and I am going to laugh while you do it because it tickles. But the counter to that, the counter to this is that it does very little in the way of damage output. So this is like, you throw the Cune sign, use that heavily with all of its bonuses, and run the bear, and you can walk into some of the biggest fights and just sit there and take the damage. You still have to be tactical because your damage is not buffed. So please keep that in mind if you're going to run bear armor. Bear armor is designed to sit there and take the beating and laugh at your enemies while they do it. Oh yeah, the bear armor looks freaking amazing. I love the bear armor. It's one of my favorite armor sets because I'm that player. My son calls it a Vengeful God playstyle, or the Brutal God playstyle, where I'm going to be so overpowered that enemies either can't touch me or I can one-shot everything. My bear armor build, it's one of those, like, I can take most hits and you're not going to piss me off. You're not going to come close to killing me and I'm going to be solid. But, again, you lose a major advantage of the damage output that the feline armor gives. So, if you want swords, go feline. If you want damage output, go feline. If you want signs, go griffin. If you want tank, go bear. If you want balance with no clear advantage, understand that phrasing. I am very precise with the wording there. Balanced with no clear advantage, go with wolf. Wolf will force you to have to be mechanically sound when fighting opponents. Now, the feline, here's the one thing I gotta say with the feline. If you're not wearing a mask or the glasses, it has this dumbass hood. I hate the fact that there's that little, like, folded pointy piece at the back of the helmet, back of the hood. I think it looks retarded. I hate that look. So, to eliminate that stupid hood, I rock the glasses. Because then it removes the hood. And then the armor looks cool, in my opinion. So, bam! How do you compensate for the damage in the bear build? You're gonna do a lot of... let's see here. So, it's gonna come down to a lot of adding these. Like, you're gonna want to run two full sets of red with the greater red mutagens. And then one of the things you want to make sure you add, let's see if, where do I have it at? Right here. Fast attack now applies bleeding effect. Affected enemies lose 150 vitality or essence points per second for 5 seconds. So for the bear stuff, it's a lot of DOT. Your primary focus is controlling the field with Cune, which is gonna protect you, explode, cause staggering, cause stunning, push enemies back, Ard maybe to push people back, swords to apply the bleed effects, and then your mutagens and your character stuff that you set up is gonna become a super, super important aspect of your build. So that's how you compensate with the bear. You can make the bear effective as far as killing goes, but that is not the point of the bear armor. The bear armor is to be the tank that can walk in and take the damage. It'll take you a little longer to kill shit, but you'll have an easier time staying alive. So, keep that stuff in mind. Bear looks cool, but again, you have to do the character side specific in a specific manner. Hands down, the easiest, most... Okay, so the easiest way to play this, in my opinion, that anybody can just, like, kind of, like, brute force their way through if they wanted. I don't have any new wine. Okay. Is gonna be the feline armor. I am going to recommend the feline armor every time. So, yeah. Bam. And I love those glasses. I mean, those glasses with his mutton stash. Bam. What's up? My name's Geralt. How's it going?
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Now, I will say there is... I should put all this stuff back. Griffin, 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 Griffin. And we're going to put this armor back. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to go and check it out on my... when we're going through on the noob gameplay. Because I want to see if they changed the actual stats of this armor. This armor... I don't even know if I have the full set. Let's see if I have the full set. Oh, I do have the full set. This armor set, is kind of challenging to play with. And I gotta see if the new update fixed this armor to make it actually viable. Understand that this is a level 92 armor set, okay? And it's a relic set, not a Witcher set. But check that out. Solid black armor is the base of it. Let's see, can I dye this armor? No, you cannot dye this armor. Looks cool, looks clean. It doesn't drop that much as far as stats go. As far as the base armor goes, understand that this is not a Witcher set. That's the first thing. But look at what it does. If you have 3 of the 6 items, because there's swords that go with this, which I don't have equipped, killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality equals 1% of the maximum vitality of each element of the set worn. Currently, that's 4%. So you can get this, the Tasham Matana armor. Here, I'm just going to type it here. So that way it's easier for everyone to see. So this armor set is a vampire set, essentially. So basically, it's going to heal you off of every kill you get. So this is one of those, like, yes, there is far more effective sets out there, but if you want a fun set to, like, just like screw around with, this is a really fun set to screw around with just because it heals you off of killing people. And as we know, like, food healing and drink healing and stuff in this game is kind of slow. So this kind of gives you that extra little bit of healing while you're in combat. And if you're fighting, like, large groups and mobs or enemies that spawn massive amounts of monsters and shit, this is a fun armor for those types of settings. It is a Toussaint armor, so that's something to keep in mind. You do have to come out here to Blood and Wine and come into Toussaint for it. But yeah, it's legit an armor that heals you when you kill people or kill enemies, period. It doesn't have to be human. So fun armor. I wanted to briefly touch on that. Now this sword here, we're gonna type this sword name because it is the most important, hands down, period. No ifs, ands, or buts, no discussion, none whatsoever. This is a silver sword. As soon as you get access to Blood and Wine, as soon as you can get into Toussaint, what you need to do on the world map, okay? On the world map. So here's the main city, right down here, right? Main city. Right over here, see this, like, pond, river thing, right? This big one, and then it's got the island, and it's got a smaller pond inside of it. You need to go there. Immediately go there when you first get here. Don't do anything else. As soon as you're able to, like, free roam out here, go straight here. And then when you get here, you're going to find a guy that's going to give you a quest to get this sword. Now, the reason I say to do that is because in order to complete the guy's quest, you have to do specific quests and do them in a specific manner as far as, like, decisions and outcomes of those quests in order to complete the quest to unlock this sword. So if you complete the other quests first, it may not allow you to complete the quest to unlock this sword. So that's super important to remember. Go there first, grab the quest for the sword, then start doing everything else. Super, super, super important. I cannot express that enough. Here is why. Let's read the stats. Each blow generates charges which increase the sword damage by 10%. Charges are lost over time or when receiving damage. A fully charged sword always deals critical hit damage. Ooh, that's exciting. And it increases it by each charge by 10% on top of that. So then killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage, and the damage is increased by 16 currently to a maximum of 40. And that increases with your character level. So this is a silver sword that increases with the more you kill with it. When you max it out, it's always doing critical hit damage with every hit. And it's going to level with you. So you don't ever need to change your silver sword again. But again, in order to unlock this, you have to go pick this up before you do any quests in Toussaint. It is literally the only silver sword that I am aware of in the entire game that levels with you. So, absolutely 100% make sure you pick this bad boy up as soon as you get the opportunity. I cannot express how much of a game changer this is. And this is why I say using Witcher swords once you can get to Blood and Wine DLC is stupid. Do not use them. Use this. So, yeah, and I gotta fix this. Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. I love that thing. Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. So, have you ever heard of the Horn of Plenty in this game? Because that's another fun little trick that you can pick up. It requires you doing a bad decision in the first playthrough, though. I'm only level 17. I forgot, but when can you do Blood and Wine? Let's see. My other character is 22, and I still don't have access. That is a great question. It's been a minute. I know the last time... I know some... Because I've been watching some videos to see if like there's any new changes. Because I try to keep up with other people's stuff, too. As far as content that I think you guys might find entertaining. And the people I've seen doing the Blood and Wine since the new gen, I think they were in like the low 40s. So I would probably say closer to 40s. 32 is when Heart of Stone starts. 32 is Heart of Stone. I know that one for sure because I have that one. I have access to that one already over on my other character. But it says level 32 next to the mission. So I do have that one already. But Toussaint, Blood and Wine, like, you have to be a certain level to trigger the event of the knights coming into Velen. And then when they arrive in Velen, then you can have your opening to go to Toussaint. So, alright, Horn of Plenty, let's talk about it. Horn of Plenty. It gives you 40 vitality regeneration. That's actually really solid for food. And then 25 vitality regeneration per enemy killed during combat. So on top of the 40 we're receiving, we're also receiving the 25 per each kill while we're under the effect of this food. Okay? And then it lasts for 5 seconds. But there's a way around that. So let's discuss the way around that 5-second real quick to make this... okay. All right, the Devil, when you get back, I will finish explaining that. Unless there's anybody here that wants me to explain to them, then I will happily continue, and then I will go back over it when you get back, bud. You know what? Actually, when you get back, Lead Devil, or when I see you next, I will finish up with the Horn of Plenty with you and re-explain it. But have a great day at work. Thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it. All right, for those that are in the room still, let's talk about the Horn of Plenty. This right here, Gourmet. This is a general skill that you can take. And eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes now. So that means the Horn of Plenty is no longer a 5-second effect. It is now 20 minutes. So 40 vitality restored per second. 25 per kill for 20 minutes. That's huge. What's also unique about it? Do you notice how many charges I have? Right there underneath my camera. See how it's infinite. Bam. So, why is it infinite? Is that a glitch? No, it's not a glitch. Is it a cheat? No, it's not a cheat. What it is, provides an endless supply of food. The Horn of Plenty seems alive and pulses while producing food. That's right. It is by default an infinite food source. Legitimately, you can get the Horn of Plenty and never need to touch anything ever again. As far as food, you could sell literally everything and never run out. How do we get the Horn of Plenty? Well, that comes to making a very piss poor decision over in Heart of Stone DLC. I don't like that decision. It's siding with the bad guy in the Heart of Stone DLC. And if you do the bad ending, you get choices on what your reward is. If you choose one of the choices, I think it's like endless food or endless whatever. This one, the Horn of Plenty, is what you get. So this is definitely one of those games where you need to make bad decisions in the very first playthrough to get the cool items. And then in the then you have to do a new game plus to go back through and do the decisions you would like to actually be the correct decisions, but still have the stuff from the first playthrough that was for making bad decisions. See how that works? It's pretty amazing, right? So, things to keep in mind. What is this one? Oh yeah, that's because I was fighting that crazy freaking vampire lord and the Bruxas. Man, I hate fighting Bruxas. Alright, let's put armor away. Let's get back over to the other character that we were actually working on. I wish they made this shovel better, man. Not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of this shovel. I just wish it didn't suck so much. I'm hoping they fixed it. I hope they did the same thing that they did with the other two swords. The Blade of Bits and the Winter Sword.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Okay, so back to where we actually were, because I want to see if that shovel's gotten any better. I really like that shovel.
Greetings, Haggard.
Of course, I'm super partial to shovels, and that's a military thing. That is 100% a military thing. What the hell is this? Oh, that's right. We gotta fight these guys again. Everyone just running and screaming at random. I want Axie back on. I need my candle lantern. Actually, I should probably put the crossbow. Alright, let's go do this play. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we're good on inventory weight. There's the puffins. There's the puffins. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we got a juggler. We got a... Oh, man. That's kind of cool. You get to actually see him perform. Alright. And there's the guards. Fantastical. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Now, I will say, folks, I'm probably going to take because I am still in the I'm at the tail end of the recovery for the little cold that my grandkids gave me. You guys are probably gonna have see me taking a little bit more frequent breaks in this broadcast, just because I don't want to be rude and do certain things on camera, like coughing and such. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna take one of those breaks real quick. It's gonna take like 30 seconds, if that, and then we'll be right back and we'll finish up this quest. And actually, I don't even need to do any of that. What I can do is simply just BAM! Like that. Right. And then I can mute my camera. I mean, my microphone. Okay. See? Just like that. BAM! Alright, let's do this.
Ah, there you are.
Managed to hire some ushers.
Wonderful. That's one matter resolved.
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the Prince and the Princess.
Who's gonna play the Witcher?
Who's playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troupe?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about you.
I'm no actor. Might not have noticed, but I'm a little low on emotional expression.
But that's perfect. After all, you're to play the Witcher, not the Princess. Besides, you must appear on stage. Dudu must see you. It's the crux of this entire endeavor.
You're right. Just never thought I'd have to do something like this.
You'll be fine, dear. You need only strut on stage, great sword in hand, furl your brow, make some threatening faces, then deliver a few lines in a gravelly voice. Think you can manage?
So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Priscilla would be the obvious choice. She's young and beautiful. Yet, I do have more stage experience.
Let's have Priscilla do it. No offense, but most people...
Assign greater importance to appearance than to talent. I understand. I shall let her know. I'm certain she'll be wonderful.
There's a reason, sentimentally, that I choose this, and it'll become apparent later on in the storyline for those who haven't seen it. And when that reasoning comes up, you'll understand why I chose it. And you may even agree. It has nothing to do with Priscilla's appearance. It has nothing to do with this lady's appearance. It has nothing to do with either one of their talents. Okay? It has to do with a quest that happens later.
So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawless technique, but he doesn't exactly captivate the crowds.
Who's your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, and audiences love him, but sadly I can never be sure he'll show up sober, or that he'll show up at all.
Now, I've actually had playthroughs, because I've played this several times through. We're going to go with Maxim. But I've had playthroughs where Maxim shows up sober, and I've had Maxim show up drunk. I've never actually looked it up to see if there's something to determine it. So I can't say that with confidence, but I can say with confidence that I've seen both.
Let's risk it and give the role to Maxim.
He's had a good spell of late, so maybe he won't let us down.
All right, got the cast figured out.
It seems so. Prepared to plunge headlong into your career as a mama?
We can start now. Looked over the script out of curiosity. We can start anytime, even now.
Well, we've no time to lose. Come to the stage.
All right. So I have a list here.
Zoltan, what are you doing here?
Except for
He told me you ought to put on a play.
My memory's
Were you
trash,
playing the
so-
lead?
I'm not the lead.
Oh, I thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher, are you going to wear hose and a codpiece?
Come, Geralt. You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
Good luck.
Hey, Man Bear Nug, I don't know if you're here yet.
And
but,
gentlemen,
if you are here,
most
let me know.
honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome. We have for you a tale moving and heartbreaking. Its title, The Doppler's Salvation. The players, Witcher Geralt as himself,
All right, let's
Katarina
do a
as the
shout-out real quick.
queen, Leo Ribe as the humble servant, appearing as the prince, the delight of audiences far and wide, Maxime Bollier. And as
can't
the
pause the talking.
princess,
Hold on.
the lovely Trabaritz with the voice of a nightingale, Priscilla.
As soon as they actually give me a moment where I can stop and talk and not have to compete with them, I got two things I got to do. One, give you the proper shout out, and two, tell you what I was going to tell you. But we got to wait for a pause in their cutscene dialogue stuff here.
Majesty, the monster slayer awaits. Your summons he's answered and stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man. Lest that dread beast take my daughter's hand. Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. Her monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, beware, kill the beast if he shows, and a grateful queen shall reward your woes.
Oh, man. So they're timed, so we're going to have to get through
slay
this real
beasts
quick. I'm
most
sorry.
foul.
I am so
'Twas
sorry.
for this I was made. I kill as my calling, not just to get paid.
He's swallowed the bait, this fool of a witcher. I'll ensure the foul bow reveals his true figure. The monster revealed, the witcher shall strike. The beast will he slay, thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast, but a fiend and a maid. No, this must cease.
Gathered are we, a host fair and noble, to celebrate this day, the princess's betrothal.
Alas, no monster do I see or hear. Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear.
My dear, long have we hid our love's tender fires. In stealth,
I have a list
we'd
of the
kiss,
correct answers pulled up. 'Cause I didn't memorize it.
deceitful like liars. Tonight shall it end. Be my wife. That's my plea. Our hearts' torment over, we shall love for centuries.
Oh, darling, I will, I will, I will!
Wait, with wine must we toast this moment joyful. If not, a foul curse shall rend your lives woeful.
Ah! 'Tis not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. Soon all shall see my true monstrous figure.
Hark, hark. 'Tis no prince, but a Doppler impostor.
Got the scar like doo-doo.
Seems men's hearts can love, for changelings foster.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke.
Stop, stop, beast or man. 'Tis my love, my betrothed.
Sheath your blades, fear a Doppler. 'Tis a thing most foolish. Changing one's shape does not make one ghoulish. Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes, but a heart that is base, such as in this knave aches.
Witcher, 'tis true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this. No monster is he whose shape can shift.
The Witcher is just a true Doppler's friend.
There he is.
But you, foul page, in chains you shall end.
Guard! Call the guard! Remove the traitor at once!
Hey, hear the princess's command? Come up here.
Come on then, Governor. Up you go. On stage.
Toss the traitor scum in the dungeon!
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after. Doppler and Princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all! He's right. I'm mummers. Don't know the Eternal Fire's commandments? Blasphemers! Order teach them respect for the faith!
What are you on about? Shut the fuck up and clap before I tear you new arseholes!
Tear me a new one? We'll see about that. On your feet, boys! Give them a taste of hell in the name of the church!
Give us a hand, Witcher. Can't take them on our own.
Okay. Pause. Bam. Let's get caught up here. Been lurking now for a while. AFK, but I'm sitting for a few now. That's fine. Shout outs, get the bowl and fun stuff. Hello, happy Friday here to you and your fam. Last, no worries, dialogue is important stuff. Hello, this is a great action. Yeah, it is pretty interesting to see Geralt, like, because you get a script before the quest where you have to memorize the lines, which my memory's crap. So I have a website I'll use that will have the lines listed for me so I can reference them, because you can't pull up the script while you're in the moment and you have to remember how to start it. And if you choose the wrong dialogues, like, they comment on it and it's like it doesn't quite fit, but it won't prevent you from completing the quest. It just changes how it goes. Anyways, yeah, for those who haven't done it, make sure you guys go over and follow Man Bear Nug. Man Bear Nug, I know you specifically have asked me when you were going to be able to see the grandkids, and if they were going to make special guest appearances, which I would love to have, but my wife said no. But I found a loophole. I posted it over in the Legion Broadcaster channel section on Discord. The Almost Evil 333. That's my son's son's YouTube. My son has been putting up like YouTube shorts, little short clips of the grandkids, of his kids, my grandson and my granddaughter. So if you want to see them and see some of the little fun antics and stuff they do, there's actually little YouTube shorts on that YouTube channel. It's my son's channel. But yeah, there's little YouTube shorts of my grandkids there. I figured you might get a kick out of some of the stuff that he's recorded them doing. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's hilarious, and I have no problem with bringing them on. But I'm going to respect my wife's decision on it. But there is that loophole, so I wanted to share that with everybody. But how you doing? Welcome in. Let's get this fight underway.
Stop walking into his sword!
Was that an elf I just killed? That was an elf I just killed. Why did I... I don't understand why I killed an elf. Why was an elf fighting with them? That's what I want to know. There shouldn't have been an elf fighting. Yeah, that guy right there. Oh wait, no, that's a human, dude. There, that guy on the ground right there. With the blue hat. That's an elf. So why did an elf defend the Church of Eternal Fire? They want to be slaughtered just like the Church of Eternal Fire wants to kill them too. Huh. So weird. So freaking weird. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? Anything new or exciting in your part of the world over there? Alright, let's get in here and go talk. Yeah, it's been a few days. I'm on the tail end of a recovery from a cold that my grandkids gave me.
You recognize me? How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about that souvenir Horson left on your face.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
No. Still looking for her.
Geralt! Masterful! You did great. Haven't they laughed that hard in ages? Lads won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How'd you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Horson, and the Temple Guard all at the same time?
It's not as if we planned it.
I know Ciri went back to Horson's to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me and treated me to shapeshift and disappear. I tried to find them, Ciri and Dandelion. It was as if they turned to vapor. Fearing for my life, I shifted each day, becoming someone else. Even considered turning into Ciri to trick her pursuers, but...
Slow down, Marmalade. Geralt, when did you last see Cirilla? Been a while, hasn't it?
A while, yeah.
For me, likewise. Must be a full-grown lass by now. Do us a wee favour. Show us Ciri for a moment.
Geralt?
Ooh. It's like 1 a.m. right now. Honestly, like, there's certain parts of the year, throughout the year, every year, ever since Afghanistan, that, like, I just don't sleep at night. Like, this is that time of year. This is one of those times a year for me. So, like, the 1 a.m. thing, I totally get. Because, like, I don't sleep till... Like, last night, I didn't get to sleep till... It was almost 7 in the morning. And then I've been up since, like, 10. Yeah. Well, I woke up at 10. Anyways, yeah. So, I totally get the whole being up late. Yeah, that's a normal thing for me. I hope you're doing it just simply because you're a night owl and not for unhealthy reasons. So, but that's pretty cool, though. I enjoy the evenings better. Everything's quieter and calmer. At least in my world. All right. See, I got mixed feelings on this one. Because Ciri's like a daughter to him. And it's like at one token you want to see your daughter. But the flip side in my mind would be like, it would almost be painful to see your daughter knowing it's not your daughter. So, let's say show us just so you guys can see it. But normally I would say no need. I'm going to say show us just so you guys can see what Dudu's version of her is.
Transform. Change into her.
You can see, like, he's got reservations about it, too. Because he understands, like, the emotion that's going to be it's going to provoke from Geralt.
I feel
See?
strange. Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough?
Yeah. Plenty. Bad idea.
See? Like I said.
Not angry with me, are you, Geralt?
No.
I feel relieved.
And Dandelion? Were you able to find him?
Witch hunters nabbed him, but there's good news too. We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menga's appearance, then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route. Spring Dandelion from the convoy when it rolls by.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menga? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
Alright, well, Menga's dead. Remember, we killed him in his office. Then Triss and I burned the witch hunter compound to the ground. And nobody knows if he survived or not because the bodies were torched inside the compound. First, we know where Dandelion is being held. He's being held on Temple Island. Found that out. I don't care for the short thing. Well, it's a Doppler. Like, honestly, okay, so Dudu's from the books. Dudu is a character from the books. And Dopplers, by nature, are actually super kind creatures. They're super kind beings. They are nice beings. They are not malicious. So maybe you'll find them creepy, but they're actually super nice, awesome creatures as far as the lore is concerned with the way they wrote them. In fact, they make a line. There's a line that Geralt made earlier in the game where he's like, yeah, Doppler tried to be me once, but he was uncomfortable being me because they're kind by nature. You know, so it's like Dopplers even get uncomfortable about becoming or looking like something that's not a kind creature by nature. Like, they're still not even okay pretending. That's how kind-hearted these creatures are. So they're actually really, really good. And it's ignorant and bigotry that have caused them to be hunted down and persecuted and murdered is because of people's bigotry against them. But they're everything in the lore, everything in the books, everything in the video games. In fact, they've touched on it multiple times in this video game. Just what kind creatures Dopplers are at heart and by nature. So that's something to keep in mind. I definitely agree. The evening is peaceful. Everyone is asleep. I'm staying on my phone because I'm not sleepy yet. Well, that makes sense. Kind of scary, but nice. And we know okay, so let's go ahead and move forward with this here because two things. One, I'm trying to get access to more Gwent cards. That's the real reason we're doing this. Second, as I'm trying to get access to restoring Maria.
You'll manage. Everybody believes Menga's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menga? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out. Come on, Guile's your middle name.
So, we all clear? Dudu, get your ass to Temple Isle. I'm off to assemble my crew. And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
We could use a bit of support. Let me talk to Dijkstra. Catch him in a good mood and he just might lend us a few bodies.
We'd manage. We would. We're just my lads. But if you miss Siggy that much...
He's the one's got a soft spot for me. Said so himself recently.
Whoa! Wait!
He did.
Hold on! What happens after? I hope you don't expect me to continue as Menga, live like Chappelle, burning the occasional heretic to keep up appearances?
No. Once it's over, we expect to see you at the Rosemary in Time, where we'll all meet.
To get pissed like wild badgers. So...
See, like, there was another example.
Let's get to work.
You see, like...
You were marvelous. Not a single mistake.
The performance in general, what did you think?
I doubt the audience understood it all, but that's to be expected. I'm just pleased the Puffins got the word out. That was quite the crowd. Such a shame Maxim went on stage inebriated after all. Some of the crowd demanded refunds. Here you are. Your fee. I must admit your style of mumming, well, it's quite minimalist. Did you study anywhere?
At Kaer Morhen. Minimum expression means maximum effect. Thanks for the coin. Take care now.
Okay, so, as I was saying, the, that was another example right there, like, Dudu immediately was like, wait a second, I don't want to continue being Manga, like, he's an awful being, I don't want to be that dude. So, like, that right there was another nod to, hey, the characters themselves do not like doing this, they are not comfortable being those types of beings, period, they don't like being mean. I've replayed God of War, the Norse one, this week, and I have had an amazing time. I enjoy it even more than my first playthrough. It's fantastic. You know what? I have a question for you guys. We're going to do... So for those that are in the Discord, you guys can post in there if you guys want some time to think on it, if you guys want to go watch some gameplay trailers or whatever. But if you guys already know the answer, if you already know what you guys want, you guys can feel free to post it here. But when we finish up Witcher 3 here, we've got 3 choices. Do we want to do a New Game Plus with different choices, different outcomes, different endings? Do we want to do Witcher 2? Yes, I have Witcher 2. Or
I'll miss a woman's touch.
Do we want to do High on Life? I'm actually okay with all 3. So, but I am interested in what you guys would like to see, so that way I can make sure that that's prepared for by the time we finish this.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Recently mentioned you, have something of a soft spot for me. Gotta ask you a favor.
Oh, that's quite the start, Geralt. What's it you want?
Need to carry out an ambush. Could use a few of your men.
An ambush? What's this about?
Give me men who will survive the fight. They can tell you afterwards.
I like you, Geralt. That's why I'll give you not 1, not 2, but 3 of my best men.
3's enough.
Then it's settled.
Ooh, you'd like to see High on Life? Okay, okay. Yeah, the reason why I'm giving everybody the option is because if we're being honest, which I always recommend respectful honesty, okay? So because I know my son's channel and my channel, the way that we interact with our audience, there is differences. And it fits to each of our own styles. I'm very militant with most of my styles because of my lifestyle choices and experiences that have brought me to this point. And one of those things is I tend to be very black and white and stern about things, and certain things that civilians are like, oh, that's funny, that kind of go over my head because I'm like, no, but actually, I'm that guy, right? And I'm aware of it. So,
move it.
That's why I wasn't sure on what you guys would like to see, because I know that not all humor games translate well for me, because I'm not the funniest person when it comes to that stuff. And I'm aware. But I am totally willing to go and experience that with you guys, because I watched Froggy Pate do it, and man, it was funny. It was so funny. Absolutely hilarious. I know nothing of High on Life. I've seen a bit of Witcher 2, whatever you think is most fun, but High on Life would be cool to see. Okay, well then we will do High on Life after we finish this up. Now, again, we still got plenty of Witcher 3 to do. It is a huge game. We have already committed... I added up the time the other day of the 13 broadcasts we've done so far, and I think it came out to something like 70-something, or close to 70-something hours that we've already dumped into this gameplay. And we still haven't even touched the DLCs. We still haven't even gone to Skellige to actually do the quest stuff over there. So, like, we still got a ton of stuff to do. But it's good to have a plan of what we're going to do afterwards. And again, we can always come back to these games later. As far as High on Life goes, if you know anything about Rick and Morty, Man Bear Nug, if you know anything about Rick and Morty, it's from those people. Like, they do the voicing and everything. Like, they're a huge part of the High on Life video game. It's actually quite funny. It's a first-person shooter. So, I wish I could get High on Life. Oh yeah, so High on Life is available on console too. It's only got a PC release though. No. Look, let me show you. So we're going to come down here to Game Pass. Yes, that's right, I said it. Game Pass. And of course, Xbox is going to freeze up on me now. And everything just crashed. Fantastic. Let's try that again. All right, Game Pass. High on Life. Bam. See, this is the trailer for it. For those who haven't seen it, I'm gonna remove my camera so you guys can see it uninterrupted.
Selling humans as drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
Hey, why are you squeezing me so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away!
Oh yeah, that's one of my children. They die fast. Don't worry, it's easy to make more. Hey there, I'm Knifey. Stab, stab. Yes, more. I need more stabbing.
Everyone, fight each other!
Okay. Now I can.
So yeah, it's on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass for PC or Xbox, you have access to High on Life. Cooking sim, LOL. Oh, cool. Yeah, trailer, nice. LOL, looks fun. Okay, yeah, just searched it up. It's on PC and Xbox. Sadly, not PlayStation, so I still can't play. Well, that's because PlayStation is a sub-quality system. Yes, I said it. That's right. I said it. Microsoft is the way of gamers everywhere. Whether it's PC or Xbox, it's the same thing. It is the superior system. Want to see actual gameplay? That was actual gameplay. Like when you see the person stabbing and shooting with the guns, that was actual gameplay. That is how the graphics look. Like legit gameplay. All right. Let's do this.
Seems everything's ready.
Aye. Soon as we catch sight of them, we'll block the road against the whole unit if need be. And, you know, I think it's a great plan all round, and I'm always glad to help. And it's not like I'm not eager to crack some holier-than-thou bugger skulls, but seeing as we've got a Doppler, wouldn't it have been easier to have him release Dandelion and be done with it?
It's a cool system. It's just money, politics, and business decisions. That's fair. That's fair. And Sony keeps screwing over the gaming community. That's my... That right there, that one little piece is the part that I will never let go of. The fact that Sony openly continues to screw the entire gaming community and is unapologetic about it. That's my biggest hang up with them. Maybe I'd say the same in the future, but for now, PlayStation has me with all its amazing exclusive games. Yeah, I will absolutely sacrifice having access to those games to not support an asshole company. 100% every day of the week. Would erase suspicions.
Too suspicious.
Manga wouldn't do that.
Think about it. Manga disappears, then shows up with a scar on his face to release Dandelion.
I suppose you're right.
Priscilla, what are you doing here?
Some child brought a note from Dudu. The convoy will leave at dawn. May I stay with you? I can't stand it. Sitting at home, worrying about Dandelion.
Never fear, my dear. You'll get your warbler back. Just hope he's got his... Damn it! Gotta watch the rhymes in the presence of a lady.
Go back to town.
Please, I shan't be any trouble.
Oh, come on, Geralt. Leave it go. Let her stay. Look at her, all weepy-eyed. Like my Mutsy when his guts knotted up.
Screwing how? I'm not hip to the talk. So for the past, I want to say it's 10 years, maybe 12 years now. All the other video game companies, the major companies, like Xbox, Nintendo, all of these different companies have been trying desperately to have the majority of their games that have come out in the last 10 to 12 years be cross-platform games. Every single game company is like, hey, we're all going to work together because this game's available on all of our systems, whatever the games were, right? That are available on all the systems. We want to have our players play together. That way if they own your system and their friends own my system, they can still play with each other. So that way it's one of those, it's no longer having to stop supporting one gaming company to support another if you want to play with your friends. All the other gaming companies have been actively trying to do this, and every single time that Microsoft has been going over to Sony and going, hey guys, we want you to be on board with this so that Xbox and PlayStation players can play together, Sony every single time goes, no, we will not allow our system to be cross-platform with anybody else's. Every fucking time. And it truly, truly pisses off the gaming community that does a lot of those co-op things with their friends. They are absolutely the one reason there is not more cross-platform gaming, is because Sony refuses to cooperate with any other gaming platform. And Sony has done that to the point where it's pushed Microsoft to go, you want to act stupid? Cool. We bought Bethesda. And there you will find murmurs of the discussions that Microsoft has been holding about whether or not they're going to allow future Bethesda releases to be on PlayStation because Sony continues that behavior. So it's whether or not it's going to be made official, we'll see. Because it's not official yet that Microsoft is going to take that stance. But there has definitely been murmurs and rumors coming out from the Microsoft staff that is the stance that Microsoft is considering taking against Sony because Sony continues to screw with the gaming community that way because of their selfishness and greed. So that's why I flat out refuse to support anything Sony does. I will not own a Sony product, period, because of that behavior. Because that is bullshit. There's enough money in the gaming industry for them to be able to do cross-platforming and it be beneficial for their company still. Eating popcorn emote coming soon. Actually, I need to go get my emotes redone. That's something I need to go do. Is I need to go and pay a graphic designer to go redo all my stuff. If not Sony, I gotta support the amazing games the developers made them. They deserve the praise for their hard. Yeah, the game developers are fine, but the fact that Sony continues to screw everybody, I won't support anybody who is exclusive to Sony, and I won't support Sony. And that's my personal stance. My very own personal stance. And that's my reasoning for it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and everyone's opinion is correct for them. So, I'm not saying anyone's wrong for doing those. I'm just saying it's not my preference, and that's my reasoning for it not being my preference. Because, like my son, he plays PlayStation exclusively, right? So, I get it, and PlayStation does have some cool exclusives. I will give them that. But the fact that they have such a disdain for their gaming community because of their own selfishness and greed, I cannot overlook that, personally. So I won't. And that's really what it comes down to for me. I can't support that behavior. I don't feel it's a correct behavior to have. Let's see here. So, here's this part. When Priscilla comes to you and she asks you to stay during this ambush, let her stay. Why would we let a performer stay that has no weapons and has no combat experience, who's an obvious risk? Her safety would be a risk during a combat situation. Why would we allow her to stay? Because she plays Gwent with us. It's the only way you can play Gwent with her. And I'm sorry, Gwent is such a fun game. So we're going to play Gwent.
She can stay. On one condition.
I know, as soon as the fighting starts, I'm to stand at a distance.
Not much happening.
I
just
still
yet.
have that rant.
And there may be some time
Rant
before
command,
it
man,
does.
Bear Nug.
Well,
I do have
how
that.
about a game of Gwent?
And I have the unlurk command too. The lurk and the unlurk, and then the rant. Let's play some Gwent!
Sure, let's play.
Oh man, I cannot wait to finish getting the cards that I want for this deck. I really can't. Let's start the game. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yep, totally have it. Some of that's not nice. Let's get rid of that. Son of a... Well, dang it. Roach? Son of a mother... Okay, so we gotta get rid of the muster cards. Throw the muster cards. Rant, test, LOL. Someone in chat, not going to mention names, you know who you are, has sparked the unstoppable rant and lesson lecture from the easily distracted Scareborne, and you should apologize for everyone for causing such a time-consuming disaster. I love that rant. I love that command. I really like the way that I wrote that up. I think that is so funny. because it's accurate. When stuff's accurate and honest, it makes it funnier, in my opinion. All right, let's give you that yummy card right there. Woo! Oh, look at that. We got the all-important sacred cow. That's right. We got the all-important sacred cow. The most important card in the game. Well, not the most important by far, but one of my favorite cards for sure. Interesting. I'm gonna leave those for now because I want to see what you do. We got another muster card, so we got to pull that out. Bringing Roach to the field. Well, I'm going to give you that too, because I know you're going to use medics. And when you use your medics, you're going to revive some stuff. What if I just did this? What if I just did that? Bam! I'll take that win. And then the cow turns into the Bovine Defense Force for an 8. That's right. I'm telling you, that cow card, super, super awesome. All right, so let's start with this and see what they do. They may destroy it, they might not. We'll see. Oh, please, yes. I want to wait. I want to see what else they're going to do with that. Let's throw a 4 and see what they do, because I want more 5s on that field. Yes! Thank you. Okay. We're going to throw that. Those can go away now. Thank you. Cheerio. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and destroy my Bovine Defense Force. I'm cool with it, bro. Because I'll bring that a card out right there. Come on, you don't have a medic? You should have a medic to revive some of those spies I gave you. Well, while we got the weather going, we know that our 8s are safe because I got a 7 on the table. And here's our spy back. Here's our spy back. There you are. Hey, Tyler. What's up, man? Go ahead and throw Tyler back on their side to get 2 more draws. And we got Philippa and Triss. I love how Triss is such a trash card, man. Yes, it's a hero, but it's only a 7. And it doesn't do anything special. Whereas, like, Yennefer has an ability, and she's a 7. It's like, they should have done something for Triss. Maybe give her, like, a Scorch ability or something. And we just won. Because we can go like this. And then we can go like this. And then we can follow it up with this. And I guess we'll just bring a 4 out. We's a winning! Woo!
This was a stupid idea.
You're the one who wanted to play.
They're coming! They're coming now!
Let's go get them.
Priscilla, stay here.
We gotta go free. Okay, so Joey Bates in Netflix Witcher does a good job playing Dandelion's character. I do like Joey Bates' acting skill and the way he brings that character to life. Video game wise though, and the appearance choices between the way that the default Dandelion works versus the Netflix inspired Dandelion, I definitely hands down prefer the default Dandelion. Alright, let's kill all of these evil extremists. These evil racist extremists that hide behind religion. Wipe them out. Help! All of them. And there goes Dandelion.
Dandelion. Damn it.
We got Dandelion. It's fine. We can go track him down later. We're not abandoning our folks. Period. Go, go,
Giving
go,
me
go.
no choice.
Come on, Geralt. We are not leaving while there's enemies on the field. I don't care if they can take them or not. We will not abandon our allies. I flat refuse to abandon allies, period. I can track Dandelion. Woo! Now let's do the looty loot loot. Now, you don't have to sit here and fight all these guys. You can absolutely just bail out and go and retrieve Dandelion and chase him down. It doesn't really make a difference. The only real true difference that there is the fact that you don't get the loot or the experience from killing if you're within the level where those enemies would count towards experience.
Lost him. Gotta look for tracks. Road through here.
Come on, Roach. So, see the red on the ground when we're using our Witcher vision?
Deep. Horse was carrying a heavy load.
These are the tracks that we need to follow. You can do it on foot, and it'll probably be easier for you. Be able to, like, A, control Roach, and B, actually interact with the clues. But, reality is you don't have to.
Calm down, Roach. Just bees. Faster.
Faster, Roach. We are going to come back here, because there is a quest line there. And again, honey is a good resource to loot, to turn around and sell to herbalists. It actually sells for pretty good coin, especially the herbalist in White Orchard. They will pay you bonuses.
Hoofprints.
Do. I'm actually looking for something in specific. Is that it?
Oh, yes.
No. So, along the trail here, right around this area, if you keep an eye out... There it is. Right there on the ground. You can find...
Sounds familiar.
Dandelion's hat.
Nuit de Beauclair. Dandelion uses it by the bucket. Trail should be clear.
See? So that right there is what we wanted to find, is his hat. Because then it changes it from the hoofprints to you're following a vapor. So if you lose the hoofprints from the horse, you can still follow the vapor trail. Run! Up, and away! There we go, there we go. I still will not understand why they didn't add the Netflix song. Toss a coin to your Witcher, or Burn, Witcher Burn, or whatever it's called. I can't understand why they didn't add those, but they added like the awful animations to change the appearance of Dandelion. It's like such an awful decision.
What is
let's talk to these folks.
Tell me,
One of them hunters barged into our hut, turned us out before we could so much as fart in protest.
There another man with him? Tall, dark-haired?
Aye, jabbering the whole time.
Dandelion. So, Hunter's barricaded himself inside? There another way in?
Truth be told, there is.
Want to get rid of this Hunter or not?
Honest? We'd see you all gone. But he'll do for a start. Here, the key. Cellar door round the back.
Thanks.
Woo! Alright, so we do want to talk to these guys first because you want to get that, the key, okay? Now, this is the part where we're going to unlock Dandelion. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you, we're going to go through this, we're going to get Dandelion over to his inn. And when we get to his inn, you guys will see what he looks like now. And then what we'll do is I'll switch back to the main menu and I'll put the Netflix downloaded appearance on. And then you guys can take a look at what he looks like there. And then you guys can tell me what you guys would prefer to see. I personally prefer the default setting. But as he's not a traveling companion, if you guys want the Netflix version instead, I will keep the Netflix version on for you guys. But let's go check it out first. Let's get him opened up. And you do want to talk to those guys to get this key. Now, there's another fun thing that these guys give you eventually after you finish all this up. And it'll actually be a decoration item that you can either keep for yourself and put in your house in Toussaint when you get to that point in the Blood and Wine DLC. Or what you can do is you can give it to Dandelion, and Dandelion will use it to decorate the Rosemary and Thyme Inn that he owns. It's pretty cool. Alright, so look, there's a portrait of Dandelion. Raw. That's the generic version of Dandelion right there. And I think that is so funny. Especially like if you'd have to see the second game to understand why it's so funny.
Might not be more than Sergeant today, but tomorrow.
But yeah, so what these guys are that we're here for, the dwarfs and the halflings that were outside, they're actually art counterfeiters. They're art forgers. They make forged copies of art. Woo! So before we unlock Dandelion, well, untie Dandelion rather, we need to make sure we got all the loot. Because he's got a rag in his mouth, so he can't talk. And Dandelion's one of those that, like, man, he sure loves to talk. Alright, let's get him. Let's get him.
Geralt, must you ruin everything? I had him just where I wanted him. It is good to see you, friend. Been a while since you were last in.
I really love his outfit colors.
Come on, we'll talk outside.
I think his outfit is so fitting for his personality type. Because he's such a loud and boisterous, flamboyant personality.
You all right? You had me worried sick.
Dandelion, you rascal. Got this lass to thank for his racing after yous. She chivied and chivied.
Shame you arrived too late to see us hoodwink that hunter. I had a plan all set, but then Geralt...
Dandelion, I need to ask you something. It's important, so focus. Where's Ciri?
Ciri? I thought, seeing how you're here, you haven't seen her? Well, I don't know where she is.
When did you last see her?
We were on Temple Isle, running from Whoreson's men.
Now this part used to be a challenge. We'll see if they changed it with the Netflix, with the next gen update, because I've noticed some combat changes in certain quests. This one actually did used to be a challenge, so we'll see if this quest has changed any. Literally, it's just run. You don't have to fight. Woo! There we go. Come on, Ciri. Seriously? Why aren't you moving? There we go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You see this? Like, this is... Yeah, this is a... They do, and then it stops the horse. The horse will stop. And there's so many enemies that... See what I mean? Like, it literally is stopping.
Leave your horse! We have to! We're almost there!
And now we gotta fight our way through all of this. Okay, so yes, they significantly lessened this quest. This quest used to be so freaking difficult to get through. So yeah, they did make this quest significantly easier. I'm not gonna lie, like, disappointingly easier. Wow. That is super disappointing. I'm not gonna... Wow. That's sad.
Siri, over here!
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Like, I used to... It was a bit of a challenge, but, like, it was a good challenge, and, like, now...
Gods!
Dandelion!
Yeah, that was disappointing. How easy they changed it.
Siri! Siri? Damn it!
Arrest that man!
Yeah, that was disappointing.
What
They
an
made it way
adventure.
too easy
One
now.
minute we were pulling off the heist of the century, the next we were prey. A pack of hunters on our tail.
Yeah, a splendid story, but I think I've had my fill of this boasting. Come, Zoltan. We must convince the halflings they saw nothing at all.
Gave me enough material for a volume of ballads. And this one will sell like hotcakes.
That all you care about? The ballads this'll inspire? Egos swell a bit lately, getting more and more selfish with age.
What is that about?
It's about Ciri.
Why would I ever worry about her? You have any idea how she fights? The girl can take care of herself, believe me. Anyway, she's got to come back for that little box. The trinket that started it all.
Mean this?
You get it from Whoreson? Whoa, Ciri will be overjoyed. Whoreson, on the other hand's got to be pretty furious.
Whoreson's dead.
Ooh, guess you're no stranger to fury either. Well, I can't say I regret the man's abrupt passing. Deserved it as much as he deserved that awkward nickname. What about our old friend Siggy Reuven? Been to see him yet?
He's fine.
Oh, that's too bad. Because there's a good chance he's furious with me.
Thank you for that stretch, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ciri ever tell you what this is? And Whoreson, why'd she go to him with it?
She went to Whoreson because I took her there.
Could have guessed that was your idea.
What? Her magic bauble was broken. Whoreson had access to the mages who could fix it. Besides, she needed help deciphering a curse. It's incantation.
Know any more about the curse? Something specific, a detail, anything?
Well, I know the words.
You're kidding.
No, they were Elven. Ciri was constantly repeating them to herself. Probably not to forget. Went like this. Vafile Elaine, Kiadmil Foli. Gladev Dorn Ep Tenaid, Bundro Isne Iakas.
Doesn't mean a thing to me.
Even less to me.
She slipped away again. I was so close.
She came here from Velen. Somebody there helped her, apparently. Maybe she went back.
Doubt it. Talked to the Baron there. He's the one helped Ciri. Said she rode off to Novigrad to look for Yen and me. And Yen's in Skellige. looking into traces she thinks Ciri left behind there.
So... Skellige?
Skellige.
You two have chatted enough. Now it's my turn to talk to Dandelion.
I'll gladly have a go at him when you're done. Let's get back to the Rosemary in time.
Well, I've certainly had my share of excitement for one day. A juicy roast in a soft bed with fluffy pillows. I think that's the least I'm owed. We haven't seen each other, talked in ages. Consider dropping by if you're in the area.
I'm sure to be by sometime soon.
I'll hold you to that, Geralt. See you soon. And thanks again for today.
All right, so we've rescued Dandelion. Let's go get the painting from these guys.
We are grateful. We wanted to demonstrate that. So, we got this wee gift for you.
Portrait of the Hierarch. Nice.
That's the head of the Church of Eternal Fire.
Got oodles of them. Just, if you wouldn't mind not mentioning where you got it. All right.
All right. Farewell.
So, now that we've got this painting of the head of the Church of Fire, we can actually give it to Dandelion. And then... Actually...
Get out, pal.
So, let me show you this. Before I get distracted too much. Because we can't be doing that, right? We're gonna... Dude, that dude has a good beard. Yeah. Yeah, the dwarves and stuff that they do in the game, they do have pretty awesome looking beards. I absolutely agree.
Witcher.
Alright, so we are here at the Rosemary in Time.
The last individual
quest I
who
wanted.
tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, Geralt. Glad you came.
There a problem?
A problem? There's some kind of problem here, gents. Oh, just wanted you to meet my new pals before they bugger the fuck off. Because we're just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
What's this? Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke? Just say the word. I'll take care of him. Take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right, and don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shite without a shovel.
What's this all about? Doing business with them?
Exactly the ploughing opposite. You see, Geralt, old pal...
About to ask me for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kind of owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance. Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I've made up my mind to get serious about Gwent.
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. Rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly arcane knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, Geralt?
Agree. Always agree. 100% always agree.
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards. Which ones you need?
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
Wait, you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewipe won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you mind going to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. There's a shop along the south wall. And thank you, Geralt. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
Okay. Let's see if it'll let me get in here and save the game. Okay, so do we see the way that Dandelion looks? That's the default setting. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna save the game. And then we're going to quit to the main menu. And what we do is go down here to options, and we're going to go to gameplay. And then we're going to go to the alternate Dandelion appearance here. We're going to turn that on. And then we are going to go back to
But
continue the
finding
game.
me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
So now when we get in here, you guys ready? So this is Dandelion's new appearance for the Netflix. Do you see that?
I know. I know, which is exactly why I'm considering.
They didn't change the voice. They just changed the look.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
So what do you guys think? The Netflix-inspired DLC appearance for Dandelion? Or the default appearance for Dandelion? I personally say the default, but what do you guys want? See, the way that they have his character, it's just not loud enough for his personality type, in my opinion. Preferences, anybody? I think default too. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I have to agree. It's just not loud enough. Dandelion's a very loud character. He's a very flamboyant character. He wants to be the center of attention in every room he walks into. He tries to be the center of attention. So, I was very disappointed in that. So, let's switch back. It is a little disappointing that you can't change the appearances without exiting the game fully to the main menu, but I also get it. So let's turn that off. And then we'll go... Actually... Yeah. And then
But
continue.
finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Oh!
Is this truly what you want? To be a purveyor of cheap whores and watered down wine?
Wait a second. I just thought of something that we haven't done. Oh goodness, I just thought of something. Oh. Let's go see, because if this works, if this freaking works. Oh my. Destroyed Bastion. Because remember, there was that Easter egg for Cyberpunk here that I wanted to show you guys. But we couldn't do it because the Earth Elemental that we had to fight that spawned was too high of a level. Let's go ahead and take this weapon buff real quick and go see if the Earth Elemental is a low enough level for us to hurt now. Because I genuinely want to show you guys this Easter egg. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Can we kill it yet? Nope, it's still a question mark. Run! So no, we're still too low of a level. I gotta remember to keep periodically checking that guy, because he leads to a Cyberpunk 2077 Easter egg. Killing that character leads to a Cyberpunk Easter egg, so I definitely want to show you guys, but he's still question marks. He's not we're still such a low level in comparison to him that it won't even tell us his level. So definitely want to avoid doing that dumb stuff. Ooh. $34. Oh, yes. Yes! That is exciting. Okay. I know, you guys are like, 34 for what? That quest? That's nice. Yeah, that's that's the Blood and Wine expansion. So, 34. Hell yes. That makes me happy. I'm semi-curious on what the hell that is. That's been there for a moment. Let's go take a look at what that quest is, because I don't know what that is. Off the top of my head, I don't know what that is. So we are 12 levels shy of being able to hit up the Blood and Wine DLC.
How can I...
Okay, so we got no coin that we gotta worry about converting into currency. Very nice, very nice.
Nothing hurts as much as life. Hey, you. Seen any crime
do 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 do.
So with me, when you lose, you can't claim you don't got the coin.
Me? The war I drink.
Okay, what's this about? Oh, it's this guy! It's this jerk off.
Prepare for battle.
Let's punch him in the face.
You shall not have
Actually,
it
I think
easy
this is the one
time.
where you get to kill him.
Brought friends? Huh. They all pledged to defend Maid Bilberry's honor too?
No. No, they defend justice. For it is only fair you face a threesome.
Is that so?
Yes, for you are a rogue and a cheat, sir. You never revealed yourself to be a witcher.
Should we kill this kid? This is the third time he has challenged us. Or should we just sign him and tell him to go home? Give you guys a 1-minute poll. Bam. So we can sign him, and that'll be a peaceful ending. Or we can kill him. There is no more beating him up and then him being spared at this point. So, what would you guys like to see? We got 1 vote for fighting. Cast your votes. It's almost done. Halfway done. Fight or sign? Violence or peace? And it looks like we're gonna have just the 1 vote, it looks like. Nobody else voted. All right. Well, the one vote for fight is the one we're going to do.
You never asked. But since you've all gone to the trouble, let's fight. You'll never learn.
See? And now he's dead. Do. Such a waste. We warned the kid repeatedly. Alright, so that's resolved. Quests. We need... Find a scribe and has to sign up for the high-stakes Gwent tournament. We're not doing that just yet because I need the rest of my cards. Meet Triss Marigold in the hideout. We're not doing that because, again, we need some assistance there with cards. Cabaret, talk to Dandelion. We don't want that. There we go. We want the dangerous Gwent game. That character just like it baffles me on how stupid that character is. It's like, are you kidding me? How many times do I have to kill you and beat you before you just go away? Geralt tried being reasonable with him on several occasions. I just want to point that out. But I guess that goes back to that whole stupid should hurt, and we're here to provide that lesson. Woo! All right. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, I know where we're at now. So let's cut across here.
Sick of it all.
I gotta clean up my inventory here. Really? Get stuck on that guy? Come on. Run, 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 run. Everything's closed. It's 4 in the morning. All right. So now we've rested. And the blacksmith didn't show up, so let's rest a little bit longer.
Pretty boy.
And now he's present.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like?
What?
Repair what's equipped. And now, wow, he still legit doesn't have, like, any freaking gold. That's kind of shitty. He actually doesn't have, like, anything I can... I don't have anything I can sell. Oh, there we go. I can sell one thing to him. That was a waste.
So long.
That's some lovely sick.
Run! Let's go get these Gwent cards. And that elf. That elf that's back here that does the master crafting until you open up Toussaint. Heritori.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Let's sell him this.
What do you have?
He should have a good amount of coin. He does. He does have a good amount of coin. All right.
So long.
Okay. Let's go get these cards now. Ah! Do do do. No answer.
Locked. But looks like Zed's inside. And in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
So we're gonna climb up here.
Scandalous.
And then we're gonna climb up here. And then you gotta jump. And then you can come in through the roof. And drop down, and he's dead.
Must be Zed.
Woo! Look at that. So he was tied to the chair at some point, tortured. There's flies around his body. The fact there's flies around his body means he didn't die recently. And that candle hanging like that just seems like a bad idea. That seems like it's going to burn through the rope and then it's going to drop and catch the building on fire. Maybe that's the intent, to cover up the crime.
Find it?
No.
See, there's no way that these dudes would still be here and the flies would have kicked in already. Like, it would have taken a little bit longer for the flies to kick in.
Too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrim card.
Greetings.
Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
Hey, we're looking for something. Isengrim foil Tiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's Zed had an ornery cat. There's a hidden might be worth sniffing around for.
So, the scratch marks right here, if you use Ard, boom! It'll open up the ledgers,
Must be the
which will then
names
tell
of
us
people
where
Zed
everything
sold
else
cards
is.
to. Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
All right.
Washed your hair lately?
Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
Woo!
Zoltan,
Get out.
about those cards.
You got them?
Got the Isengrim card.
Show it here. Ha! They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
Zed's dead. I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the other cards?
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck! Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me. Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson and Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
All right, so do not say rather not get involved, because we want to be involved in this quest. We want the cards as the reward.
Who's Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk. A decent fella once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost
His
never
house
leaves his house.
is
At
actually
least we
super
won't
cool.
have to run around town looking for him. Ravi, who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Zoltan, seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square.
Definitely want to do that one.
He had the facade
first.
painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right.
We
See you
could do
later.
Ravi first.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
But before we do that, before I forget again, because, you know, I'm easily distracted. I'm the easily distracted Scareborne. We have to remember to talk to Dandelion here. Because we got that painting for him, right? So we can see the way that this place looks. I want you guys to take a moment and take a look at the way that this place looks right now. Okay? People sleeping on the floor. Paintings aren't even stacked up. Empty boxes everywhere. Not a real lot of decor to speak of. Right? So, let's talk to Dandelion.
What was that about?
And we'll do a few
She
things.
spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Ekamore. Can't I just lend you the coin?
How much do you need? Maybe I can lend you the coin.
Thank you, Geralt, but I refuse to take a single crown from you. You know what they say. Fastest way to lose a friend's to loan him some coin. But a favor...
That's true.
That's different.
Because when money gets
What kind
involved
of
at that
favor?
point, it changes the
I dated this
relationship
girl once,
dynamic.
Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
All right, let's talk to him again.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
And then right here, want a portrait of Hierarch Hemmelfart?
Got a portrait of Hierarch Hemmelfart I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Yep. So you see how that's an important thing there?
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
All right.
See you, Dandelion.
So next time we come... No, actually, you already put it on display. See? Right up there above the door. That's where the portrait gets hung. And then it makes the inspections, like you said, easier on him. All right, let's drop off that. We're gonna drop off this master tool set. Bolts and master tools. What else do we need to drop off? Lurk. All right, thank you for the lurk. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Rosa remembers we're gonna keep that for sentimental reasons. Woo! Run!
What's he schemed up this time?
Let's go get the John Natalis card first, and then we'll go back and meet up with Zoltan, because Zoltan's house is actually pretty cool. Not Zoltan's house, the house that we're going to with Zoltan. When I say it's pretty cool, I mean there's a certain room that's got some stuff on display, and the stuff that's on display is in itself cool. And then the other thing is that the stuff that we're going to find in that house is actually part of a quest that requires Triss to still be around. So you can't do Triss's quest line, finish out her quest line, until after this if you want to complete the secondary quest that comes up here.
How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Sure, he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi here was just about to play for his life and...
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
If you'd just given it up, instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broke. So, it seems the Witcher will have to play for you. Sound good? See? Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natali's card.
Well, we're doing
Fancy
it.
that?
Absolutely.
Agreed.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play! Let's play!
We're only playing simply because of the fact that I am confident in my character's ability to actually dominate this game. So this was the card that we just picked up there. Pretty cool, right? All right. Northern Realms. Let's do it. You will go first. Ooh, you've got the torrential rain. We're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to play the all-important Mighty Cow. Ooh, a 7 for a spy. Hot damn. Okay, and then we are going to play the muster cards. And then I'm going to take that card back right there. Yes, it's 7 points. Yes, that's kind of a big number. But Nilfgaardian cards are kind of big. However, I want the draw power. Draw power is more important and valuable to me. Throw this bad boy over there. There we go. Here's another muster card. Toss that one on out there. Woo! We're gonna end it there because we are ahead, and I still got the number 1 spy card. So that gives me that victory. Bovine Defense Force. Drop off some of these hero cards that don't do anything. All right, now that we've got those out of the way, now we're gonna throw the spy. Okay. They're still. I'll be surprised if they don't throw another spy, or somehow find a way to bring a spy out of their graveyard. Wow, like, their Nilfgaard deck sucks. Let's see what you do with that. Oh, you were so generous. Thank you. Let's go ahead and drop that off because that'll allow me to put those bad boys out there and then be protected. Put that guy there. Yeah, they passed. Okay, so we win. Bam!
Yes! Curb your enthusiasm, mate. And sit still or you'll hurt yourself.
But he won!
So, now we'll play something else. Come on! You're carrying!
Ah! Thanks. Dunno how I'll repay you.
Natalis card'll do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you might like.
I'm in a hurry.
The Natalis card, of course. Here.
Woo! And there it is, there it is. We got it. Okay, so it is that time, folks. I do gotta go get my grandkids ready for bed. So what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be raiding out to Mr. Macon the Wise. Please stick around for the raid, and hopefully we can continue this adventure soon. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We're gonna go ahead and save here, and then let's go raid out to Mr. Macon the Wise. Let's do it! Thank you, everyone, for being here. You guys have been amazing, as usual. And I really hope to see you guys in the future. So, thank you again, and we'll see you later. And have an outstanding New Year's.